Hi, Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. We've been to a couple of places today already and we found that there's some people around, so we decided to come here because we know it's always deserted. Huge thanks to everybody for watching, liking, commenting and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please take a minute to subscribe, it really helps us. An extra big thanks to everybody for visiting our Etsy shop and helping us out that way, and for helping through Ko-fi as well. That is so important to us, thank you so much for doing that. So today we're heading towards a very quiet stretch of coast. Oh, I'm disturbing the wildlife already. We're pretty sure that there's not going to be anybody anywhere near this location, for the simple reason that there really never is. Not much sign of glass around here. You can see what look like a few agates, some quartz, some nice stones, pebbles, some lovely pebbles. It's a really nice one here. Not even sure what this one is. That's really interesting actually. Not sure what that is, whether it's a pebble or could be a piece of concrete with something trapped in it. There's a lot of concrete around here as well. As you saw, the area has definitely been used as an industrial dump. I'm going to catch up with Nicole further up the beach here and see if she's found anything interesting. So, are you having any luck?
A bit.
Yeah, really? I've only found one tiny piece of glass so far. You're doing better than me then.
Yeah, well, I just found this huge piece.
Alright, yeah.
And there's a bit of lettering on it. You can just see the and then a P. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm guessing it's from the local brewery. It's old.
Yeah.
And I've also collected a couple of purple rocks because I noticed that the rocks match my shoes.
Yeah, no, that's interesting because I found this one along the...
Ah!
And it's the first one that I saw that kind of colour.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, it's very interesting. What have you any idea of what might be causing that? Is it chemicals leaching in from the dumps maybe, or...?
I have no idea, but if you look over there you can see they're all kind of purple, but yeah, those are kind of...
Yeah, kind of whitey.
Weird. Yeah,
very strange.
This is what I've got.
Yep. So I'm left wondering how much of this colour that we're seeing on the rocks here has to do with chemicals, or maybe something from the dump sites that are leaching into the rocks or leaching into the ground here. And some of these rocks are almost purple. But you know, I know nothing or next to nothing about rocks. If anybody has a good explanation for why the rocks in this area look like this, please do let us know. That'd be very interesting. Now, could this be the biggest wishing stone I've found? I'll put my hand in there for... It's not super huge compared to my hand, but you know, it's a lot bigger than what we normally find. Oh no, it's not a wishing stone. It does have quartz all the way through the centre, all the way around, but it also has a kind of break in the quartz. I don't know if that qualifies or not. But yeah, it's certainly a remarkable looking rock.
Yeah.
Really lovely. Very cool with all that quartz in there.
There's some really nice kind of pebbles and rocks around here.
Yeah. I think one of the really nice things about this part of the coast though is the rocks are just gorgeous colours. Shades of purple and red and umber. Really pretty.
I've got a bit of glass. I think it might be a piece of window pane. It's really straight, quite thick, so probably an old window. It's a little bit shiny. We'll take it because we don't know what else we're going to find yet.
yeah, and there's precious little on this stretch.
Yeah.
We know that there's a large industrial dump. We can also see, as I've shown, there's a lot of erosion in this area as well.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a story to tell about that, but we may or may not get onto that in this video. We'll see how we go. Yeah, I find lots of seaweed on this beach, but there's a wee bit of glass. Yeah, and again, typically it's quite shiny. Oh well, we might get lucky further along. So you're not really having much more luck than me on this beach, right?
Well, I found this piece and I found another couple of pieces earlier on. I'll show you what they look like just so you get an idea what you might expect to find at this beach.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, they're semi-frosted. They're not terrible pieces of glass, are they? I mean,
No.
It's always nice to find glass, whatever shape it's in.
Yeah, and I mean the sea foam and the white pieces, they're definitely old pieces.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're just finding recently discarded glass, which is good. And we found this piece. So yeah, we'll take these and see if we can make something with them. I think because it's quite a rocky beach, so I guess as much as they're really frosted, they do get kind of knocked about quite a bit and on the rocks. So that's probably what causes them to be a little bit shiny.
Alright, yeah, so basically what you're saying then is they are getting frosted, but they're being broken again, and so new shiny surfaces are emerging.
Yeah, I think so.
Gotcha. I think a lot of these have been placed here to prevent coastal erosion, but as you can probably see, it's not working entirely. There's still quite a lot of coastal erosion here. We can see inside some of that erosion that there are more rocks buried in there, and probably lots of other items of waste as well. A lot of brickwork, lots of bits and bobs. No markings to speak of on that brick. Lots of bricks around, most of them very worn. So the area that we're in today is called Buckhaven, and this was once an incredibly beautiful shore, and there was a beach here and it was very popular for very many years. There was also, I don't know if you can see it over there, but just where that little peninsula is, that was a harbour inlet. There's no longer a harbour here in the area. That's been filled in after it was storm damaged in the early 1900s. We're definitely going to return to this topic at some point.
I'll show you what I just found, and I thought at first, ooh, it's maybe an arm or something, because it was kind of lying like this.
Oh yeah.
Alas, it's beach metal. So if you don't know what beach metal is, well, it's basically it's molten metal. So it could have been like a can, or anything made out of metal, and then yeah, just like that's how you find it.
So it gets melted down, hangs around at the beach, maybe thrown into a fire or something.
Yeah, very likely, and then you find it, and it usually has really quirky shapes.
Yeah, cool. But Nicole's left her bag as a marker here because she may have found a wee piece of milk glass, which for today, I think for today that's an extra special thing, isn't it?
It would be, yeah.
Let's have a wee look.
See if you can see it.
Yeah, I think I can, but what I'll do is I'll do a little swoop again. Yeah, I think that's the worst swoop I've done so far because I basically just focused on a large rock, and then of course you would have seen this this glaring white piece spring into view. Okay, let's see if you can get that unearthed.
Yeah, I've got a little rock here, so I'll see if I can. Yep. Oh.
Oh, you got. Okay, well that was far easier than the brick. that was really anticlimactic, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's a piece of milk glass, and what a nice one.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, that might even make a pendant.
It's a nice wee bit of milk glass on a very foggy day.
It is, it's perfect for this day. It's almost like fog.
I just heard oh, so let's go see what Nicole's found here.
It's something really nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a good surprise. It's been a difficult one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, I can see what it is.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I know what it is. We'll scan across. So we'll take a wee look across. I think it's going to be pretty obvious when you see it. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend that you can't see that. It stands out very well.
Yeah.
And of course that is one end of a glass stopper.
Yeah, it's a stopper stem.
Really lovely.
Looks like it recently broke.
Yeah,
So
like
top...
a lot of things on this beach, looks like it recently broke.
Well, the top's got to be around somewhere, right?
Well, that's a standout find.
Yay!
It's a lovely wee thing.
Woohoo!
Quite difficult to drill though, right?
Yeah, they tend to shatter when you drill them, so you know every other one kind of breaks when I drill them, so if you are drilling them, don't get frustrated. It happens to me.
Now I think that and the bottle stopper are two really cool finds.
They certainly are.
Now I think I'll let Nicole pick that up and she can tell you what it is. Now I'm going to turn it around first though so we can see just how heavy and thick that is. Really nice piece of glass. It's a shame, such a shame, that it's not the entire object.
Yeah.
Because the entire object was...
I think this is the neck of a cork bottle, and we're going to show the picture and this later so you can see exactly where it's from. So when we turn it around, just below here, that's where the marble would have sat inside the bottle.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's a good find. We'll take that.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah. Amazing, you can't even see Edinburgh.
No, just to clarify, where I'm pointing the camera at just now, if it was a clear day, you would see Edinburgh. But today, it's incredibly foggy. Careful on that sandstone.
Yeah, these are really slippy.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah. It's really quite a cool feature for the landscape.
It really is, yeah. It's a remarkable stretch of shoreline here.
Yeah.
Now I've just found something quite remarkable that I know Nicole's going to be very excited about, but I'm going to show you first because Nicole's up the other end of the beach. But to have a look at this, we're going to have a look down. That is very cool. That's such a nice find. As I said, I won't move this until Nicole gets a chance to get along, because I know she'll be very excited to see that.
Did you find the shoe?
No, I found something much, much, much nicer than that.
The amazing piece of driftwood?
No. So Nicole's been really sarky, asking me if I found a piece of driftwood or maybe an old shoe or something, but no, you've seen what I've found, so let's see if Nicole can see what I found. Do you want to come and have a wee look?
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to sit myself down over here and I'll let Nicole come up to where I was sitting and see if she can see what we've seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been in this area.
You have? Have you looked properly? No, you haven't. And you can see it now, right?
Yeah.
It's a good one as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, can I pick up?
Yeah, let's go in and have a look.
Can I pick up now?
Yeah, of course you can.
That's a beauty. Oh. Oh. Oh, that is so pretty.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
It's really lovely, look. Oh, it has, did you see the blue streaks in it?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't actually. I didn't see round that side.
Look. I'll put it in my hand so you can see it.
Okay, cool. It's like a wee planet.
It is, yeah. What an amazing find. Given that I've been in this area and looked around and found the shoe and the driftwood, never saw this.
That's one of the things, isn't it? It doesn't matter how many times you kind of look, there's always something left around to find.
Yeah, there is, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just mesmerised by this wonderful marble.
That's so cool.
Oh, what a great find, huh?
Do you know, the funny thing is, you were being a wee bit sarky about the shoe. I did see the shoe, and it was just when I thought, oh no, the best find today is going to be a shoe. And then I turned around and just saw that. It's lovely.
Oh, thank you. That is lovely.
Now that is interesting. I just don't know what this is. These look like granite. It may be some kind of mortar in there. I don't know, I wonder if this is like a very, very, very heavy duty concrete or something. I mean, that might sound stupid to anybody who knows a lot more about construction materials than me, but I am at a loss for what that could be. That is quite a bizarre chunk. I can't imagine that this is natural. Very odd. Oh, there's Nicole. And I've just seen a very large metallic object, so I'll try and take a closer look at that. It's not, it's just it looks like a stone. Maybe has very large iron content, or has certainly picked up a lot of rust from the area. More of this brickwork, still cemented in there, but the bricks have been very, very heavily eroded. Who knows how long they've been here. Now that is interesting. I can see a letter. It looks like it might have been a brick. It's just a very small part of the brick. or at least it looks like a very small part of the brick. Oh, no, I can't dislodge that, I'm afraid. So I suspect it's a much larger piece of the brick than I'd thought. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh.
I was hoping to get that out so I could take a closer look at it, because I can see a bit of a letter, but it's thoroughly wedged in there.
I'll maybe have a go.
Yeah, and as someone said in the comments before, if you can't get it out, we'll get back to the car, get the tyre iron out. See how stable this camera actually is on the gimbal. I'm leaping from rock to rock. Like a mountain goat. Sorry, I've been very silly with the gimbal. I'm just jumping from rock to rock. Are you okay? Careful.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I know it is. That's why I'm doing my mountain goat walk. Ba-doing, ba-doing, ba-doing. Okay, that was a bit of a jump. Let's see how that works out. Now, I was just walking back, we're just walking back towards the car, and we see this. Now, it's a green piece of glass. It's really well frosted, really quite heavy. It has a little shiny bit up here, but I think in general that's quite a nice looking piece of glass.
It is, yeah, and it's unusual for green glass to be that thick.
Yeah.
Because it's usually kind of much more modern and thinner.
Normally we'd try and hold this up against the sunlight, but today the sun's a long way away, but we can get a better idea of the colour and some of the surface marks on this piece of glass.
Looks like there might be an air bubble in it as well, I don't know.
Okay.
Kind of there maybe?
Alright. Hard to see. Yeah, I can see that here, but it's hard to see with the camera just now.
Whoop.
Yeah, well maybe take a photograph of that when we get back.
Yeah.
And we'll see. What do you think? It's quite a nice wee bit of green glass, so for green.
Yeah, it's really chunky and lovely Kelly green. Really nice.
Okay, and this is like the third or fourth time we'll say it. Let's get along with the car. We always do this. Ah yeah, sorry, before we get along with the car, Nicole spotted something there, so I think it's going to be beside the bag, so
yeah.
Let's get along and see if we can see that.
See if you can see it.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Do you think that's sick glass?
I'm
That
not
looks,
sure.
it's very blue.
Yeah, it does look very blue.
Oh wow.
This side.
That is like, that looks like that's multicoloured from here.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's green at the bottom, blue at the top, or maybe, I don't know.
Ah.
Oh wow, that's
wow.
iridescent.
Is it?
That's really cool.
Oh, it might be opalescent glass when it's wet. I don't know. That's really amazing. It's kind of blue and green.
That's lovely. That's very nice. I'll tell you what, for a day that started off looking a bit grim, you know, we're finding pebbles, old bricks, fallen rock. We've found some really nice things.
We have, yeah. We've just got to be persistent sometimes.
Yeah, but that piece is really special. Now, I don't know, is that an air bubble down there as well? No, that's a scuff.
No, it's an air bubble.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. I think it might be opalescent, because opalescent glass, when it gets wet, it has that kind of bluish sheen. But this one's really unusual with a kind of green sheen. We have to wait until it's dry.
We'll wait until that's dry and we'll get a photograph of it, because it has an almost luminescent green
It does,
that comes through it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of petrol blue. Very interesting.
Yeah, really pretty.
Can you maybe rotate that, see if we can pick up some of the colours?
No, it's drying up, so that seems to...
I can still see greens and blues in there.
Yeah. Maybe it's just from the angle round.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, very cool.
Very cool.
So, I think the 6th time, 7th time, let's get along to the car.
Yeah, I'm getting cold.
Yeah, it's getting a bit parky now. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're about done here. Do you think Had a good day?
Oh yeah, that was amazing. You find the marble, me finding the stopper stem.
They're two really cool finds actually from a pretty, well, what I thought was going to be a pretty grim start, right?
Yeah, and a piece of milk glass, so yeah. And a couple of other pieces, so yeah, I think we did incredibly well actually.
Yeah, not a bad day.
No.
Considering the weather.
No, next time we come from that end and make our way towards this bit.
Yeah. Let's get back along the car.
Yeah.
Starting to get a bit parky here, it's getting a wee bit cold, so we're going to get back to the car, get back along to the house, and Nicole's going to do some crafts with a few of the finds that we found today. Well, finally, we're heading back off to the car. So we'll see you back at the house. Oh, Nicole's found a bit of wood.
Yeah, it's cool. It's driftwood and it's got a brass hinge or something on it. I think it's a really nice piece. I think we'll take that.
Really?
Yeah!
Okay, fair enough. Let's get that along to the car then.
So here are the best finds from Buckhaven. We found this lovely stopper stem, and as you can see it is quite shiny on the top, which means it's probably broken off quite recently. Now I'm going to show you what the stopper stems looked like before. So these are what the stoppers looked like before, and you can see this is the stopper stem. It even has this little groove on the bottom. They would have had a little cork seal here as well. So that's an entire stopper, and that is just the stem that we found. We also found this lovely piece of a cod bottle. It's the neck of a cod bottle, and I've got a cod bottle here just to show you where this piece came from. And you can really see this indentation here that's the same as we have here. So this is the neck of a cod bottle that we found. And as you know, cod bottles are the ones that had the marble inside, and the marble sits right here. Craig found this amazing marble, and I think it's probably going to be a keeper. It's really lovely, and we'll put a close-up in so you can see it. It's got this lovely little blue streak here and loads of layers, and it's covered in sea marks. It's been in the sea for a long time, and that's a really amazing find. We found quite a few pieces of white and seafoam sea glass. They're all quite chunky. We have 3 pieces that I've chosen to make a pendant with, and it's these 3 pieces. It's the seafoam, the milk glass, and light seafoam, and it has striation lines on it. And these are going to be made into pendants, and as if by magic, these are now pendants. Also made this one into a pendant, and it kind of reminds me of an icicle, so I've chosen the bale that looks a bit kind of like an icicle and reflects the shape. We also found this amazing piece of what can only be described as magic sea glass, and you can still see a little bit of the blue and green kind of tint. It's not as strong as when it's wet, but it's definitely still there. And we've got a UV torch here. As you can see, it's not UV, but I'm gonna make a little wet here. I'm just gonna dip it in some water, and then you can see it's got this really remarkable blue hue just back now when it's wet. So it's almost kind of a magic piece of sea glass. That's really very intriguing. I'll make that into a pendant as well. And what you need to know is when sea glass, when you wear it for a long time, the oils in your skin do make the kind of colours come out a little bit more, and I think this is going to be quite a glowy, shiny piece. So these are the best bits from Buckhaven, and I think between the stopper stem and the marble, we're definitely going to go back.
Well, that's us for today. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you next Friday, 7 PM GMT time. Bye bye for now.